So now this is what we were most excited for the weekend. This is what we wanted to share, and this is what everybody wants to hear. Eladio Carrion.
¡Sano, cabrón!
Sauce Boys, Sauce
dropped
Gang.
his third project of the year. His third. Sauce Boys 2. None of them trash.
None of them.
But
Far from trash.
But let me go into this one. So on this album, he has Karol G. He has Sech.
Dímelo, Sech.
El bro.
Jay Wheeler. Bizarre Rap. I don't know how this fucking La.
Loar-
La L.
La L.
That's too much.
John Zeta.
Mike Towers.
Mike Towers,
Olvies,
baby.
John Z. Fucking
Rails
Archangel.
B.
Nigga Jam.
Nicky Jam. No, I'm getting to Rails B last because that's my favorite feature.
Such a great fucking
and
song.
I love Rails B. So now let's get into this. I'm gonna ask for rating first. Why after? Let me get the rating. What you got?
I'm really gonna hold off on 5s because I feel like that needs to be
Yeah,
really valued.
Yeah,
but it's an
yeah.
easy 4, bro.
really.
Off the rip.
4.5.
No, I could get. We're doing points. No, I'm not doing half.
Halfers? 4?
Not doing half. It's a 4, potentially a 5. We gotta. I think the only way things get to 5 for me
You can't
from
explain.
an album.
That's the whole. That's what Tony just said.
Okay, cabrón.
Stop
4.
talking, cabrón. Cállate
Just
el
rating
pico,
first.
cabrón.
Explain after.
4, puñeta.
Okay,
I'm gonna
go.
do 4 on the basis of no halfers. I'm doing 4. I was gonna go 3.5 and I can explain later, but I'm gonna go 4. Speak or forever hold your
I need an
peace.
explanation, bro, because the last one was better.
You want to kiss? Like,
But I think that one's a 4 too. Pa.
no, come on, Monarca.
Monarca's.
That's definitely kissing on a 5. But Tony, speak your piece.
I'm saying my okay.
So we're gonna get some Monarca on the end of the year, right? If you want to put that above that's on you guys.
It'll get there. It'll be a 5.
Get to yours.
I only have it at 3.5. I'm doing halfies because
I ain't mad
I don't speak Spanish,
Let's see.
right?
Hey, Spanish.
And the only reason why also is because there are moments in here where,
You feel like
I-
skipping.
well, I think he could have cut off some fat.
No.
I mean, 19 songs, 22 songs. He could have cut off some
You
fat.
don't understand the project.
It's fine. I don't speak Spanish. I don't understand.
You don't
shit.
understand the
You don't
project.
get it, bro.
You don't get
And
the
then the
project.
other part is, there are moments where the producers fucked up. It wasn't Eladio. His flow, his lyrics, from what I can understand and what I can catch on the lyrics thing, are on point. Production fucked up, and there are moments they fucked up which I didn't like. I think it's Flores Anónimo,
The end of it.
where it's you caught it already. It's building, and I'm feeling like it sounds like an EDM track. It sounds like the end they're gonna go full,
It's a little off.
and it's off beat. It's like when you start fucking, and all
I
of a
like
sudden
it,
you
You don't understand the project. It's
Tell
clear.
me-
It's clear to me.
tell
Bro.
me that the end of this song is not.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean by it. I wouldn't call it a fuck up.
Clear
No,
to
but
me.
they did
I
something.
know what you mean.
They had potential to do more and they didn't.
To just be clear,
But the
you
album-
have 22 songs, so why are you gonna you can't just over deliver on every track, right? Like you have 22 songs.
Why
worth of
not?
project. Because the you don't there's an art to it, bro. There's an art to
It's
making
okay.
you want the next track.
It's okay. In about a month, you're gonna have 22 pods. You're not gonna You're not trying to push everything on every pod, or
No, bro, we're at 17, and I think we're just talking about some crazier shit today. It's barely legal type shit. Like, come on now. That's just how it works, dog. When you have 22 tracks, you don't just every song is not gonna be like the one, right? It's like you have tracks that are there to serve their purpose. Everybody has a role.
But you make songs to every song try to be the one. I mean,
For that song to be the best that song can be, even if it's not the one.
yeah,
It's got to be the best that song could be. And what Tony's saying is like,
there are moments where production fell off on. I'm just using this as an example because it's the one that I listened to a lot because I liked it. I just didn't like how
Love that song.
it ended. I felt like they could have done more.
So real quick, I looked it up. Andre the Giant produces a lot of this album.
I thought he died.
He's no, he's like the producer. He's like number one. He's like on almost all the tracks. There's a
R.I.P.
few
to
of them
Andre.
that aren't on him, but most of this album was with Andre the Giant produced.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant. You know, he calls him out a lot, so that's fire.
he went off, bro.
I disagree with Tony. I think every song plays a role. Every song is building to something. Every song plays its purpose. He gets lyrically, dog, I think every song matches the production in the sense of like he had a point of that song. Because the reason, so let me just get to why I think
Get your shit.
So Monarca to me was a better project than this.
I agree.
But this project was intended to have as many features as it has, right? Like it's
Because of what
Sauce
Monarca-
Boy is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be this aggregate of like, let me bring in a lot of different styles, let me bring in a lot of different features, let me bring in a lot of different vibes,
Make the sauce.
and make a sauce here. Let me show you what my spectrum is. You know what I'm saying? So like to have Flores, I don't even, like maybe I mean that could be personal preference. Maybe you're right. Maybe he could have like finished it off a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Fair. That's probably gonna happen on any project. Like, he could have done this, he could have done that. But I think for a song, for an album that has 22 tracks, I feel like every track plays its role on the album. And to me, like if you're trying to give a project, I think it's great.
Tony, you have something to say?
I have a question.
Tony, go ahead.
I have a question. Because we're talking about Monarca.
Mm-hmm.
Is any song on this album better than Progreso?
Damn, bro. Me Gusta Natural is fire.
I love that song too.
But I think Rels B killed it. So
Hey,
he did his job.
Like I say every time, dog, there is a genius to picking a feature. You can have a great
That was
track
great. That
with
was
a
great.
terrible feature. There's
Great.
been plenty of times people have bad features. That's a great fucking feature.
No,
Bro,
I'm a big Rels B fan, and when I heard that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Especially, I'm gonna say especially when Rels B came in, but you have to have an ear. It might have been you. It might have been your A&R.
Whoever the fuck it was.
They brought the right person
Always,
in.
bro. When you have another genius is creating the team, kind of to Jeremy's point, like don't have a team of yes men, dog. Have a team of like, yo, bro, you know who would kill this track? Rels B. I gotta connect. You want to? Who's that? Let me look him up. Yeah, put him on.
Let me show
track.
you this. Listen to this real quick.
What's crazy about Me Gusta Natural is it's not a fucking reggaeton song. Because most of the time, like Eladio does trap, hip hop, Latin hip hop.
But it wasn't even that heavy on this album.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He. This is why I'm trying to ask you guys, like, how involved is Bad Bunny in this? Because to me, this feels like Bad Bunny's last album. Like it feels so.
He had guidance.
There was
somewhere.
some like, hey dog, don't worry about it. Do this EDM there. Like fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck what they're expecting from. That's why I think Sauce Boy is. That's why I think Monarca is like. To me, Monarca is true to Eladio, and Sauce Boy is like, let's just experiment and just be
Let's try some
comfortable
cool shit.
experimenting.
Let's try some cool
you
shit.
know? And that's why I think like every track is
I do
solid.
not dislike this album in any way. Let me just tell you what my rating was. My rating is only because lack of understanding language because I'm stupid. So,
Rate yourself first.
Yeah, bro, he has a
so
fucking-
it's a fault of mine. Now, I trust their rating 75% of the time. So,
Bro,
it's
on
usually pretty good.
Jóvenes Millonarios, yeah, because there's it's not only the tracks and the way the songs are put together, bro. There's lines in this shit where you're like,
Oh,
why I said off camera, he might be the best rapper in Latin America right now. This motherfucker goes, I'm not even gonna say the full bar, I'm just gonna say the front part. He goes, mi primera cubana fue gracias a tu, mi primera cubana fue gracias a la granma. My first Cuban chick that I messed around with was thanks to the grandma. La Granma is the name of the fucking boat that Castro and Chet landed to Cuba with.
and it might not even be a bitch. It might be Cuban chain.
Yeah, whatever.
Like it could be. It's just an. That shit has layers.
It could be a triple entendre. I don't know where it's going.
That's sick.
Bro, he's going deep in the bag. Most people aren't gonna. That line is gonna fly over most people.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
And
And you got
he's saying the first Cuban he got is because of that. He's saying the first Cuban he got in Miami. Why is she in Miami? Because
La Granma.
Okay, so
La
where is he from?
Granma, bro.
He's from Puerto Rico.
No,
Bro,
where did he
bro.
grow up? Where did he live?
I think he grew up in New York a lot. Like there's a.
He spent a lot of time in the U.S. I don't know.
He spent a lot of time in New York.
Ache is from Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Puerto
oh my
Rico.
God.
Oh my God. Okay. So,
That's a fire line,
get
bro.
it,
I don't
like-
want you guys to fly
No,
over
that
that.
shit is fire, bro.
That
No,
line
fuck.
is
I don't-
amazing.
Bro, I'm with you. I think Eladio Carrion is probably one
God
of the best
damn.
Latin lyricists there is.
So
Better than Bad Bunny. I'm gonna say that.
yeah, but Bad Bunny is like Drake, where we don't like.
You're disrespectful, dog. You're just disrespectful, bro. Honestly,
no,
dog.
Bad Bunny is like Drake. So it's like
You're
we give him
disrespectful,
all
bro.
like the
Fuck you,
the
Tony.
room to. He can sing as good. He can rap as good.
This time, fuck you, bro.
No.
Disrespect.
He can rap as good. He can do all that, but it's like he's even at his best, he's still better than like 80-90% of the people, and that's fine. But what happens with Drake is like he's better than 90% of rappers. We all know that. Mm-hmm. But it's when it comes to like who's hot now, like who's the best rappers now. Oh, Griselda, all these people. It's like the real people don't, or at least the people that are like been doing this forever. We don't compare them to fucking Lil Uzi and shit. We compare them to the best, and that's always the thing, right? So yes, Bad Bunny is 90% better than everybody else. But then you have Eladio, and let me just say this right now. Well, I listened to this album again and again and again and again.
Good boy.
And
as you should, bro.
That'll do, pick.
And if Eladio's not on your map yet, he should be. And I don't think I didn't check his monthly listeners or his weekly listeners.
I've never seen that either. I don't know.
I've never seen him in the top 10, but with this album says
he has 8.8 million monthly listeners,
which is nothing compared to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
But this of course says I need to be on your map. This album itself, the variety.
Yes, bro.
His flexibility.
100%.
He's all over the place. Wait. R&B style rap.
I'm taking back my fuck you right now.
Bro, he had
EDM style rap.
Then he had
hardcore.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I was gonna go right off of what you said, the hardcore shit. That song with Arca is like 90s hip hop, bro. He brings you back to like this, boom, boom, like just boom bap, and he goes in it, bro. Like fuck, man.
The guy is insane, bro.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Please go check him out. If you're a fan of like the Latin music and you haven't heard of fucking...
Bro, if you didn't believe me when you heard Monarca, like when I was talking about Monarca, which I was going off about, like please listen to Sauce Boy.
So that was my favorite. One of my favorite things about this album is nothing to do with this album. It was we were at a bachelor party in May, me and GX right here, and my boy George was there, and he's a big ass Anuel fan. Trap, hip hop,
as he should be, bro.
One of my favorite. If he says listen to a song, I listen to a song.
100%, right? Me too.
You trust his ear.
I trust his ear too, bro. 100%.
And he goes, and we put him on to Eladio Carrion. We played Progreso to him. Remember that shit?
He was like, whoa.
He was like, what the fuck is like?
How did I miss this?
How did I never hear this shit? And he texted us before we text him.
Yeah. We hadn't even heard the album.
We didn't even know the album was. He dropped the album slightly early.
Because he did it on YouTube first. He put a lot of shit on YouTube and then put on.
He was sending other stuff like, "Yo, this is fucking amazing. This is fucking amazing."
Let me read you a sec. This is how I know, bro, that it was fucking just out of this world, dog. George said something very specific. Keep talking. I'm gonna look for the text. He said something that like blew my mind.
One thing I have to say about this shit is, you mentioned the fact that it was his third project of the year. I was nervous about it. I was like, damn, is he really have good enough?
And more songs than any other project.
Yeah. I was like, is he good? Is it really, he really has that much good music? No,
well, how much songs were supposed to go into other projects and he just held on to them?
Yeah. Which made it more impressive to me.
George sends us 2 songs. He sends us Fuego, which just played, and then the Karol G one, which is great. Mm-hmm. And he says, that boy going off artistically.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why I think this album is incredible. And that's when he said that, I was like, where's Bad Bunny on this, bro? Because like...
Explain to the people why we think that, though.
Okay, so... Can I explain why?
Sure, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I don't have a why.
No, because... Well, break down the rimas thing first.
Well, I don't have any of that shit.
So, Bad Bunny is like... So, Rimas is Noah Assad's like record label. He signed Bad Bunny. Right, and so obviously Bad Bunny is their flagship, right? He's their artist. He's Rimas' artist, which is, I'm sure, it's Bad Bunny's label, dog. It's like OVO, right?
Yeah. It's Dana White's Conor McGregor.
Got it. Yeah. For those, you understand. So Eladio,
you're fucking bollocks.
So Eladio, what the fuck is this guy?
Eladio is signed to Rimas, which means that there's plenty of collaboration, like. Real quick, just to give you guys an idea on that track with Karol G, there's a snippet where Bad Bunny speaks. Karol no sea mala.
Karol no sea mala.
Right? So which like to me, which means like he's not featured on the album, which is incredible. Which is incredible. But they said like, I need you to come in and say something. Like Eladio must have said like, I want Bunny to put Like
or he was just in the building.
Exact. To me, it seems like Bad Bunny's in the room listening to them record, and he's like, "Hey, go say something real quick just to make this verse sound, just to hook him.
Just give it a little."
Kind of like what he did with that not Camilo, but the artist that he did where Bad Bunny co-produced it. Tommy Torres.
Tommy
Right,
Torres.
like that is heavily produced, like executive produced by Bad Bunny. I think Bad
Song's
Bunny
fully written
has
by
a lot of influence on what goes out of rimas.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I think that this album shits on Anuel. It's because there's just a level of innovation.
Wow.
Can you say it one more time to people?
This is why I think Sauce Boy 2 shits on Leyendas Nunca Mueren. Is because there's an innovation that is like, when you listen to Bad Bunny's 3 albums that he put out, bro, the one thing you can say is like, wow, this shit is innovative. He didn't stick to one genre. He didn't just give you what you expected from him. He didn't just stick to what he knows. He gave you some innovation, like Antes que se acabe. Yeah. Just probably like, it's not trap. It's not even reggaeton. It's just...
It's not EDM.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
R&B? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what
bro,
that is.
That, like, dog, the genius of saying this is similar to how Bad Bunny says, like, in his closet, he doesn't have male or female clothing.
I just have clothes that I think is hot.
I just have clothes that I think is hot. I don't have an album with genres. I just have an album of things that came out of my fucking cock.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, Eladio did something similar. And like, bro, that's why I say, and I kind of want to go back to Jeremy on this. We want to compare Anuel's EDM to
Llorando en el Ferrari.
Llorando en el Ferrari versus Gastar. Right?
Okay, so I'm going to Jeremy first. What do you think about
play Gastar.
What was the second track that you played?
Gastar. It's by Eladio Carrion.
It's the second one.
It's the second one. I knew he liked that.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, because it sounds like real EDM. To me, Anuel's was a stretch. I'm going to say it again, dog. He just kind of like, let's just fit this in because this is where the vibe is. This is where Farruko opened the door to this. Let's stick there.
And Rao.
Of course. Don't let. Thank you for letting
Anuel not hold his own on that song. It's not a good song.
It's a good song.
Look, it grows on you.
Well, the way it's a good song. It's just more Abercrombie and Fitchy.
That's I think that's a beautiful way to describe that song. That song is going to be played at Target.
That's just wearing a lot of cologne.
Latinos don't know who the fuck Abercrombie and Fitch is.
That's just wearing a lot of cologne.
I'm walking around Target and I hear Llorando en el Ferrari, bro.
And when the lights turn,
his face, bro.
He's mad about it, but it's true.
And Gastar's lights down low with the green neons, bro.
Bro, Gastar is a song that, like, at the end of somebody's set at like an EDM fucking festival, you just hear that shit come on and you're like, what? Like, the beat is still picking up. There might still be some fucking house to this.
Well, you know what I think Eladio did cool with what he did that was cool on this shit, that was more in line with honoring like what EDM is like.
He let it go.
He lets it breathe for like 20 minutes, 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds. Where
that's how house is.
That's how house is. You gotta it's more about the production. So it made it feel more authentic.
I agree.
You know? And the fucking production is amazing.
Okay, who has a better singing voice?
I know has one of the best voices in the game.
His voice is just
his voice is better than his voice is obviously auto-tuned, but what he does with his voice is one of the best in the game.
Okay, so that's why I'm going back. I'm using that to go back to North Carolina, right? Which I'm actually sad because that song's only like 2 minutes and 15 seconds long. Yeah, I was hoping I get like part 2 on fucking.
Do you think they're like? So I agree with you. They were probably in the booth together. Do you think they're like? You go again. Nah, I'm good. No, you go again. Like, if you go, I'll go.
Yeah. There's definitely.
I'm good.
There's definitely competitive spirits in there. And I enjoy this. And what I like the most is that they're not beefing. Like, they're together. Yeah. Right? Because Anuel knows, like, he's on his ass. But I don't know if he thinks about it that way. Because Anuel is so egotistical. Right?
Yeah. But no, I think he thinks in his heart that he's on another level.
But I go back to the interview with Anuel on
Ebro.
On Ebro, because Anuel says, you know, I grew up listening to hip hop. Like, my mom was from Chicago. I listened to hip hop a lot. Yeah. So that's what I knew. So when I came back to Puerto Rico, I would rap the way I heard all my favorite rappers rap in Spanish. And that's exactly what Eladio's doing. And fuck, I don't want to say he's doing it better, but he's taking it further.
Just say it if you want to.
He's taking it further.
He's doing it better.
He's doing it better, bro.
Yeah.
It's
And again, we
undeniable.
talked about Anuel's track project last week, and you know what I said about it. I like it. It's good.
Oh, it's a good project.
He got back to do it. Obviously, the violence aside, right? I don't fuck with that. But the music is good, bro. And he's back to his fucking rapping well, bro. He's doing his fucking thing. It's just Eladio's a little bit better. It's just what it is.
It's
just what it is.
That's the real collab album I want.
That'd be fire.
My
Let Eladio take the lead.
Well,
Let that shit come out. Let that come out on Rimas.
Let them get 10 songs.
Yeah.
5 songs each take the lead, which in my head is like take the lead on like the chorus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. What I mean by take the lead is like, I think the person who's less fearful of being authentic with what the fuck he's thinking is Eladio, you know, because I know I might go in there thinking like, well, let's do this thing because it's gonna work. And I was like, you know what I mean? I feel like Eladio's like, I don't care about that. This is hot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's newer, so he has less of a fan base. He has less fucking Spotify plays. He has everything.
But there's also
so he doesn't have a formula to actually stick to.
But there's also a mentality, bro. There's also a mentality. Like I listened to fucking Raul did an interview on Alofoque. Shout out to Alofoque.
Shout out.
And shout out to DR. And he's talking about his albums. He asked him about his albums. And he's like, I'm never going to give you the same album 2 times.
Good for him.
Like, I'm never going to do that. You know, and it's because what do I have to offer? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? There's no, and then he's like, there's no formula for me. I'm doing what I think is dope. And I'm not going to give you the same thing twice. Whereas, like, the reason Ozuna, and I know we talk about him all the time and we shit on him, I feel like we're shit on him, is because and Raul said this, he goes, when you do that, you become monotonous.
Yeah.
Suenas monótono. And that's exactly why we're getting tired of Ozuna, because he does this, he's trying to do the same thing over and over and over again. So maybe if he would have came out the gates with Aura, we would have thought it was dope. But because he had already done fucking Odisea, it's just the same. You tried to do the same thing.
And that was such a fucking great project.
Odisea is fucking one of the hottest.
Aura?
Aura's the
That's a little bear on the front?
Yeah. Well, they all have little bears a little bit.
Yeah, it has that
black and purple.
Purple.
Yeah. That's a great album too.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean,
and Nook is really where he falls off.
Look at, so at the end of the day, we are fans of all these artists.
And thank you for making art.
And
thank you, bro.
The reason why we are critical is because we have to be. It's a fucking podcast.
Because why else would you be here?
Exactly. And so we are going to continue to talk about these albums over the next few weeks. Do you have anything else to say?
Can we just talk about the Karol G?
Oh, no, real quick. Oh, you want to talk about Karol G?
I just want to.
I just want to say, are we going to, okay, wait, 2 things. We have to mention Bad Bunny being, did we talk about that already? I'm drunk.
Is he, okay, so my question is this, and you guys keep bringing this back, because I know he's part of Rimas, but like.
Top Spotify artist.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, we did.
But
shit, I'm fucked up.
but the thing is like every time someone puts a good album out on Rimas, everyone gives credit to Bad Bunny. Why can't we just give credit to Eladio? I think his ear. He's shown that he has the flexibility to do all this stuff.
Yeah. Right? So what I want to say was the reason. So one thing I want to make, just a quick comment to that, is like, the reason I think Rimas is important, the reason why I think Bad Bunny is important, and the reason I think Anuel ends up being a little formulaic at times is because Anuel is independent to some degree, right? Like, he needs to make hits. It needs to get plays. When you're signed to Rimas, which such record label seems to be open to a lot of different things, because Arcángel is signed to Rimas too, right? Like, they're open to a lot of, they're saying like, it's okay. We're going to put money behind it no matter, even if it's extraneous.
I think they actually push.
Yes,
that.
That's why we keep bringing it back. I'm not trying to take credit from Eladio. I'm just saying the reason I think Bad Bunny needs to be in the conversation is because he's created an environment in Rimas that says,
we're open to everything.
Be wild. Be on the fringe. Don't be afraid of it. I'm doing it.
Yeah,
you could do it too.
Yeah,
that's why I think we bring it back to.
And
Bad
with
Bunny.
that said, don't be afraid. Be on the fringe. Be wild.
Yes.
We're doing it. So can you.
Yes, sir.
Hose up.
Hose up.
Like, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to your mom.
Mándame un comment ahí para ver. I like to fight with people in the comments, so go ahead and send me one.
Caro, no dije nada.
Caro, no sea mala. Que se joda.
Que se joda, dijo.
Hose up.
Hose up.
Hose up.
Viva México, cabrón.